Сегодня я буду презентировать свою презентацию про разработчика AI. Why did I choose this profession? First, I would like to start by saying that the way that we look into the future, we think in about 5 to 10 years, our entire world is going to be digitalized, all work ethics will be digitalized also. So I think where you put yourself in 5 to 10 years right now, in which profession you will work towards matters a lot to what you're going to become in the future. History of AI. Well, the first ideology of artificial intelligence was first introduced in the 1950s, and we didn't have great technology back then to support the idea that we had back then, so we had to put that to pause until we had better technologies like better computers, better data systems, and bases. Who is an AI developer? AI developer is a programmer who creates machine learning algorithms. They use big databases in order to create an algorithm that that makes engines run the way that they do and act like humans. What does an AI developer do? One of the AI developers' main things that they work on is they create programs that run self-sustaining information, that they go through all the websites looking for information that you requested and make it as human as possible and provide it to you. Main areas of work of an artificial intelligence developer. One of the most famous ones that we see nowadays is on our phones. If you have an iPhone or Android, some of them have face recognition on it. What it does is scans your face and looks for similarities in the picture that you've provided to them and the one that it sees in its front camera. Another one of the famous ones is autopilots on cars with the new electric hybrids and newer models of Teslas and newer models of other big companies, big car companies. And obviously ChatGPT, OpenAI, all that stuff. Famous people that contributed in AI's making. Alan Turing, he's one of the first people that introduced the idea of there being technology that acts like a human brain and provides us information. Next we have Geoffrey Hinton, also known as Godfather of AI. He's famous for his neural networks, which basically connects all the data together in order to make AI act the way it does. And one of the newer ones is Andrew Ng. He is probably one of the world's best and most popular people who use AI because all these companies are surrounded around the ideology of artificial intelligence making human life, everyday life better. What skills are required to be an AI developer? Obviously, one of the bases you have is programming in Python, Java, or R. You have to be able to make programs that can are understandable for our bots. And then we have knowledge of libraries, so you have to know tags, which one does what, and all of the capabilities of these programs. Then we have analysis of data and statistics. You have to be able to put in data into a graph and see which works best, which bot does best in which area of work. And obviously you have mathematics and logical thinking. So into logical thinking, that's another one of bases. You have to have great problem-solving skills because this profession is very demanding and you have to be very precise in your endeavor. Some advantages and disadvantages are, pros is high salary. Obviously you have, this is a very new profession, so not a lot of people are going to be going into it, and the ones that are there are doing pretty good with the payments. And demand for workers, now that we have all these new companies that use AI, artificial intelligence, obviously I need programmers for that, so there's a high demand for people that can program and make artificial intelligence. possibility of remote work. Obviously, if you are working on a computer, you can have your own laptop at home. You can work on your couch, in office, coffee shop, anywhere basically. And some of the cons is that this is a very demanding job, so you're gonna have to spend a lot of time working, probably on the same thing, trying to find a mistake in a big algorithm. Constant education, artificial intelligence always develops, it never stays in one place, so you have to be able to keep up with the flow. And responsibility for AI's mistakes, if a customer has problems with their GPT bot or their talking about, you have to be able to take responsibility and say, yes, sorry that we made this mistake, and if it didn't help out the person in the moment when they needed help. Where to receive education? One of the most famous universities of the world are MGU, MFTI, ITMO, and Shumli and Berkeley universities. They're all out of the country, out of Kazakhstan. They're located in Europe, I think, most of them. So yeah, that's out of the country. But if you're looking for more online courses, you can use Coursera, Yandex Practicum, Spectrum A, and Udacity. And obviously, if you want to self-study without having to make any of the payments and having to take courses, you can use Kaggle or Google AI in order to self-educate. Where can you work? Now in Kazakhstan, our country, there's not much possibility for artificial intelligence work because we're not there kind of developed yet. But other countries, for example in Europe or America, you have all these places like Google, Microsoft, Tesla, OpenAI. All of these companies are really, really popular in AI's use. And some companies even in Kazakhstan, like Kaspi.kz, they also have chat bots in their programs. And you can be a financial sector, so it can be used to see which investments you should make, which stocks you should buy. Medicine, it can diagnose a patient's symptoms and see which criteria of the problem that they have. And auto industry, obviously you have cars, Teslas, all the new companies, Toyota, Hyundai, they are all moving into electronic cars in the future. Also now they have hybrids that are half electric, half gasoline-based. Career perspective. One of the three career perspectives are junior AI developer, middle, and senior. Those are all career paths that you can take on. First, if you start, you're going to be a junior, and then after a couple of years, you can become middle, and then obviously senior. The more you work on AI developing, the better it is for you because it can see in your career. People that want to hire you, they can see in your career plan that you've been working in this endeavor for a while, that you're indefatigable, and that you could be a great use for the company. Relevance of an AI developer. It's one of the 5 most promising jobs in the future, as I said before. So it's in 5 to 10 years going to be in really high demand, and average salary yearly is $80,000 to $150,000 per year. So that's about 70 million tenge. And companies are actively implementing AI. As I said before, all the newer companies, big companies, they all using artificial intelligence in their programs. Features of an AI growth perspective. Artificial intelligence is in everyday life. You can see it everywhere, on your phones, in your cars, and in the future it's going to be like in your home, and if you want it, obviously. AI education, science, and medicine is going to be introduced. It is already introduced in medicine and science, and I think in the future it's also going to be introduced into education. Potential risks and ethical issues of AI, because AI obviously is going to be taking over most of the jobs on the market, like factory machine workers and supermarket cashiers. It's going to be taking over those jobs for people who need work. Conclusion: why is an AI developer hold the title of the future profession? Because AI development requires imagination, deep understanding of science, mathematics, and algorithms, and neural networks. It's a profession where there's always more room for knowledge and always room to improve. Thank you for your attention.